I'd like to help kids in Trinidad and Tobago who may not have had the money to participate in sport, but may have had the potential to be good. A single mom raised me, and we didn't have that much money, so I would like to help kids like that. That's the words of Deon Christopher Lendor, who was born in Arima, Trinidad and Tobago, and had an incredible legacy in his short 29 years of life. He would have represented us across the globe in many spheres, and it's why this morning we join in celebrating the Deon Lendor Foundation as they celebrate their first anniversary this year. To give us more insight, though, we are joined by Mr. Fitzroy Frederick, the chairman of the DLF Local Organising Committee, and Mr. L. Anthony Watkins, a member of the Local Organising Committee as well. Gentlemen, good morning and welcome to the Now.
Good morning to you and to your viewing audience.
Thank you so much for joining us.
In Trinidad and across the globe.
I'm glad you know. And much like the organization that will have impact across the globe, we understand why it was necessary to create this sort of organization to carry on the legacy of Deon. But he was more than just an athlete. He was more than just a young person who wanted to inspire future generations. Mr. Frederick, give me a little framework, if you will, as to what the organization intends to achieve and has achieved, perhaps, within its first year.
Well, let me say thank you, and thank you for having us. But of course, Deon Lendor and your opening statement really encapsulates what Mr. Lendor really represents. How he grew up, single mother, and so on. And of course, following his death very tragically, his mother, Crispina, and let's say good morning to his mother and his family.
Of course.
She really wanted to keep the legacy going and keep his name going, of course. And as a result of that, inspired the foundation. The foundation was really established about 2 years ago at the Hyatt, a very significant beginning. And as a result, we continue to carry his name. The foundation was established since then, about 2 years ago. And abroad and locally, we had a local organizing committee, Anthony, myself, and a whole lot of others, supported by some very prominent people like Mr. Wendell Motley. You have the list there. They are the advisory committee. Mr. Lyndon Giuseppe, Dr. Ivor Glodden, Mr. Dexter Mitchell, Dennis Simon, Brian Wickham, Andrew Laveau, and of course, Anand Patron. So a lot of people have supported the foundation as we continue to ensure that the legacy of Deon continues. The real purpose of it is to really give athletes who never had an opportunity something that they would be able to improve their skills and really to transform the lives of young people in Trinidad and Tobago, equipping them with some tools, hands-on, to succeed in the classrooms. We have had a number of athletes like Wendell Motley who have been able to combine education and sports for that wholesome development of the person. The foundation, we want to provide some scholarships to athletes to help them with their SAT preparation so that you're able to get scholarships abroad,
Right.
Improve their strength conditioning, train and certify coaches as well, because, of course, coaching is critical to the development of the athletes. Inform families about the benefits, combining sports and education, given the culture of Trinidad and Tobago. We want to be far-reaching as possible in those areas of Trinidad and Tobago that, in the country areas, there are a lot of talent in the country areas, so that we could unearth the talent, bring it forward, and help those youths to get a better life. But of course, that really inspires the event that we want to raise some funds.
Right.
And I mean, Anthony would bring a little more about that raising of the funds
Of course,
for that very event that is coming up.
Some significant ambitions there, because
Yes.
we're not just talking about the development of youth in terms of sport, track and field, but even coaches and the support systems therein, that's definitely going to require some funding, some support, and some other mechanisms. But before I have Mr. Watkins give me that insight, tell me a little bit as to the age range or the specifics of the persons who are actually benefiting from the foundation. Is there a specific group that is targeted?
Yes, I think we want to look at the ages between, let's say, 15 to about 29 or thereabout, 29, 30.
Right. And that makes sense because he has quite the career and would have excelled from about that age too.
Right, so you would have the primary, then you go to the secondary school. So we have reached out to a number of the secondary schools, QRC, which is the alma mater of Deon Lendor, of course. We have a lot of support, St. Benedict's College, Presentation College. So a lot of the schools, some of the junior and senior secondary schools, we have reached out to them, and of course they are coming on board to support because they have a number of potential athletes in their fold. So we have reached out to them in order to really bring it to the fore so that people can really buy into the whole concept of improving the lives of young people. Given young people now are probably maybe a little bit endangered, but we want to ensure that we bring them to the fore.
Mr. Frederick, we will expand on that endangered young people now. But I do want to get a little bit more insight on the we. This is a very large collective. We primarily will deal with the local leg. But perhaps you can tell me a bit, Mr. Watkins, about the persons who are involved and the roles that they play so that we understand the organization a little better.
All right. So, I mean, the board essentially is significantly located outside of Trinidad and Tobago and comprised of people who have an athletic background, who have represented Trinidad and Tobago, some of them who went away on scholarships, but who have proceeded to advance their professional and personal lives out of Trinidad and Tobago. But they understand the dynamic. They understand some of the challenges that they have gone through, and they know it, and they have chosen to come together as a collective to provide, as we say, some of the guidance in terms of the academics, but also in terms of guidance in terms of particular career things that people may want to proceed on. You know, and a lot of that comes out of the way Deon himself would have done what he had to do. People tell stories about the way he supported athletes who came up, people who he might not have known. He may not have had all that he needed, but he was prepared to share. It is a challenging experience when people go out there. So that the external group, the group that's based outside, is really in a lot of ways providing some of that external perspective. They're also fundamental to the fundraising part of it. In terms of foundations and the network that they have up there, they will be doing it. So there's the board, but then we have the advisory group, which is, of course, you know, Wendell Motley and other people like that, Dr. Ivor Glodon and Lyndon Giuseppe, people who are helping and advancing the work of the foundation through their stakeholder network. So that, and then when we come down to the stuff on the ground, the local organizing committee is actually making the headway in that and taking steps to advance the on-the-ground work. If I may, let me just point out, in a lot of ways, you know, sometimes we separate things out around people and lives and development, but this particular initiative is cross-dimensional, multi-dimensional, in that it addresses issues of sport and physical education. It deals with the issue of education academic-wise, but it also addresses the issue of health. We have some significant health challenges. We talk about lifestyle diseases and non-communicable diseases, and the question of building an ecosystem of fitness and so on is one of the driving forces behind the foundation. So that I know there's an initiative where we will be, the foundation will be moving to provide equipment in a number of areas and encouraging activities that really widen the scope and the pool of people who are involved in physical activity. So there's academic benefit, personal benefit, sport benefit, and health benefit as well for the country.
Health, something we can all identify with
Very much so.
Athletically challenged or not. So that is something we definitely can appreciate. And it means that the multi-pronged approach or the location approach makes a lot more sense now, because the amount of insight and information that is available is going to be insurmountable. How would you then describe this first year in terms of functioning and effectively ruling out some of these plans and ideas from where you sit? We'll start with you, Mr. Frederick.
Well, I think we would have done quite well within the first year. I mean, well, let's say the first 2 years, because it was established around December at the Hyatt, a very impressive kind of beginning. So what we have done over the years, we have tried to reach out to a number of stakeholders in order to gain the kind of support to keep us going. So I think we would have done quite well. We had a number of meetings. We reached out to a number of people, and of course they have indicated their support for the organization and the initiative. Of course, youth always attract a special kind of emotion. So we have been able to reach out to a number of people. We have a number of projects. Our vision is really to reach the widest cross-section of youth. And as Anthony is saying, in order to bring them, to give them the skills, some skills that to help them in their development. And of course, certainly money is always a factor, which really prompted us to have this engagement.
The fundraising dinner.
The fundraising engagement on the 20th.
Now, I quite like that it is titled For Future Stars.
For Future Stars.
So, Mr. Watkins, tell me more. December 20th, where are we heading?
Well, we're going to be at the Bishop Anthony Trin City College campus in the east, just of Trin City Mall. And the dinner is going to be on the 20th. And it is going to be an opportunity to do a couple of things. Yes, it's about fundraising, but it's also about recognizing the people who have been working on the ground and celebrating them, some of our stakeholders who have been part of what has been happening. And a time really to say to the public that we are still here, the work is going on, and as you know, if you're building a foundation, sometimes all your money is gone and all you're seeing is a slab of concrete, you know. The work and the effort and so on goes into the foundation, but the strength of that foundation is what allows the institution to move forward. On that day, there'll be some entertainment, of course, and it will be an opportunity for people to network. We are asking people, for example, in the schools, the QRC community, the presentation, the Bishop East, the Holy Cross College, like those schools and other principals and coaches who might be interested in benefiting from or contributing to this kind of effort, to be part of it and to come connect with people, hear what the foundation is about, and to celebrate certainly a festive time in the year, but doing it in a way that really is worthwhile and beneficial to the wider community.
Of course, this one starts at 6 p.m. and you can contact Janelle, is it?
Yes, Janelle Lee, yes. And there are some other outlets as well.
There are some other outlets, and we want to thank Extra Foods, who have generously allowed the tickets to be sold from their outlets, of course, and of Sammy's in Arima. And of course, all the members of the committee do have tickets, and we are asking people. I mean, it's a small donation, we'd call it, of $300.
Right.
You know, of course, we know things are a bit tight, but we are certain that the money would be well invested.
Of course.
And I'm investing in the youth. So we are hoping to have a very large turnout. All the tickets we're hoping to be donated and to be sold, so we can have a very good event and reach out to all our stakeholders and those people who tend to support.
I think tickets are also available through his Island e-tickets.
Island e-tickets.
Of course, if you're not on Island, you're not on the event.
Island e-tickets.
But I do know that you can also call Janelle, and you can email janellelead@hotmail.com or call her at 733-9737 to get some of those tickets. And make sure that you donate to an incredible legacy and the future stars. I really appreciate the time and effort and thought that has been put out into this one to make sure that we are continuing to not just carry on the legacy, but create new stars as well. So, gentlemen, thank you for your time and effort.
And the acronym DLF is very critical. Yes.
Of course.
And we want to thank the principal and staff of Bishop Anthony's for
and Trinity,
really, and Trinity.
Trinity,
and Trinity for for the accommodation.
I do note that you have used a lot of the Arima Connect, so I'm sure that the Lendor family will be very, very proud.
Yes,
Of course, and we are proud of them and the support they've given us. You know, they really, I mean, this is about, it's about strengthening and giving individuals opportunities. It's about building the institution and impacting communities and the nation as a whole.
We definitely try to do exactly that here on the Now Morning Show, making sure that you're aware of what you can be a part of for the greater good, not just of the individuals involved, but of the nation. So thank you, gentlemen, for joining us this morning. I do wish you a very merry event. And for now, you guys want to stay tuned because we've got even more here for you on the Now, including your birthdays after this break. Stick around.